Hey, welcome back to our Moto-Tech ZX6R giveaway video sequence. And also, what this is that we are building a fully built track bike for a lucky winner out there. It is a 2009 ZX6R that we are building from the ground up here. Entry is free into this, F-R-E-E, all right? So your very first one is free. So what you do is you send us an email with your name and contact info, your riding history, and why you should win this ZX6R giveaway. And because it is going to be a fully built track bike. And you send that email to info@Moto-Tech, which is MOTO-TECH racing.com. All right, that is your first entry. After that, every $50 you spend at our shop, you get an additional entry that goes under your name, because then we're going to put you on a spreadsheet and then do a random number generator on that. So that gives us the ability to see the person that wins, what kind of riding history they have, if they've been on the track before or not, because we are trying to promote more people to go to the track, because at the track you learn more techniques safely, and makes you a much more proficient rider, not only on the track but on the street as well. All right, so first entry, free, F-R-E-E. I just want to stress that in there. Every $50 after your first entry, then you get an extra entry on top of that, and that could be anything from service work here to purchasing, parts, apparel, anything like that. We just tack your name, a number tick mark next to your name, so that way we make sure that we add you on the spreadsheet on the next line there. So we're already building this bike up pretty good so far. I mean, we've had a lot of donations of stuff. Not only are you getting the bike, but you're also getting a fully built custom tracksuit that goes with it from Frank Del Rota from Moto Gym. You're going to get a free track day with STT and all from Richard, the owner there. You're getting Michelin track tires that are going to be put on here from Dave over at Sports Bike Tire Service over there. We're working with Ben Hills, Chris at Ben Hills. They're going to be donating the Kawasaki Green stainless steel brake lines to this. We also have other parts on there like the Akasato master cylinder that's coming from Moto D. We're putting an SE Project slip-on on here. We're actually working on the bike pretty proficiently here. We got all the wiring all nice and done and cleaned up. We're just waiting on the ECUs to get back so we can put in there. Like, everything's getting cleaned up. We're gonna get the cases and all that redone on here. We're doing the exhaust ports. As you can see, we're cleaning as much stuff out of this as we can, on there, because this is gonna be totally redone. I mean, even the engine work's gonna be done on this bike. So we have so much stuff we're gonna go and do. But before we get into all that, that's totally different videos over there. The next thing we want that we're going to be doing on here is the 520 down one up to Vortex chain and sprocket set with the gold chain that we want to thank Cycle Gear here in Mobile, Alabama for donating. Kristen, thank you very much. I'm really happy that you were able to get your regional manager and corporate involved, because we work with Cycle Gear here in Mobile very, very well. And we don't carry a lot of apparel and product and helmets and things like that. That's what they're there for. They carry all that stuff in stock. You can try on every size. They have gear experts. They got helmet experts. They got sports bike experts, cruiser experts. They have dirt bike experts. And I'm actually on their Cycle Gear race setup as well for the racing team thing there, because I do race on CCS, Hasra, and Wira myself, and I'm also a coach with STT, which is nice. But Kristen is phenomenal manager over there. Her husband works at the one over as the manager of the Pensacola Cycle Gear. But if you've never been to a Cycle Gear in your state and city, you need to go see them over there, okay? They're phenomenal people. Yes, it's a corporate store that's all over the nation, but they're there for the rider. They're not going to steer you wrong. They're not there to go and say you need to buy this $1,800 Pista R helmet, because it's the safest thing on the market. That's not what they're there for. You tell them what you want. Like, I want something Snell rated or DOT rated or ECE rated, and I want something that has cool graphics on it, or I need something for the track, or hey, I'm on a cruiser and I want something half shell, or I need a full face, or a 3/4 face helmet, all that. They have experts that are going to tell you, all right, this is the lines that you want to look at, but let's try on the helmet and see if it fits your head, because every helmet's different, every jacket is different. There's so much stuff there, and that is what they're known for over there. So if you haven't been there, the one here in Mobile, their phone number is 251-378 2885. They're located on I-65 Beltline in between Government and Airport, or Government and Cottage Hill. You literally cannot miss them. We're right next down to the dealership whose name we don't speak around here, anywhere in Mobile. It's just that's just their reputation here. But Cycle Gear is phenomenal. All right, they have great people over there. Kristen's the manager there. I know quite a few of them over there. I think Matt might be moving on to another location. Tatiana, I've known her for a few years there. They have a lot of really good people over there. So without further ado, we are going to be installing this really awesome Vortex chain and sprocket set with the gold chain on there. But before we all start doing that, we do want to talk about one other thing on this. So as you can see, let me move that speed sensor out of the way. Gear sensor, as you can see, without the front sprocket or sprocket cover on there, it is just an engine casing in here. All right. If that chain's spinning so fast and actually breaks, that is the number one thing that actually damages. Sorry, it's our air compressor. That's the number one thing that damages this bike, is that chain. It hits the casing and slaps a hole or breaks a hole right in there. And you know what that entails? We either find you another engine that's used, or we rebuild this engine from the ground up all the way down to the crank, because we have to take the cases and split them to get a new one on there, which means you can be $2,000 to $3,000 in on an engine build easily on that, between the parts you need, the new engine casing, all the gaskets that you're going to need on there. The head has to go off and get decked and leveled to make sure that nothing warped on there. That way when you put it on there, you don't have any problems with the head gasket and everything. Valves are going to get checked because it's already there. You might as well check the valves and all for clearance and all, and get them reshimmed. Or the lifters looked at. Everything from the top up. So one thing you can prevent, please excuse this is dirty, we haven't cleaned it yet because we just took it off, a chain guard that goes into the front sprocket cover. As you can see, it literally sits right in front of the chain and sprocket, and as the chain goes around, it actually slides on this piece of metal and all the way around and slings out the back, so that way the chain is ejected out the rear of the bike. Is this 100% guaranteed to work? Nothing is ever 100% guaranteed to work on a motorcycle or any kind of automobile or power sport out there. We all know that. But you get like 80 to 90% chance that this thing right here is going to make sure that that chain does not sling forward and crack your engine casing open, and allows it to sling out the back of the bike. Will it hit your rim? Maybe, possibly, yes. Would it hit the swing arm and nick it or scratch it? More likely, yes and all. But you can buy a rear rim for most bikes for under $200. Or do you want to spend $2,000 to $3,000 on a new engine on there? These chain guards, you can find these almost anywhere. If you have any questions, you can call us here at Moto-Tech at 251-264-9495, or come by our shop here in Theodore, Alabama at 5770 I-10 Industrial Parkway North. We can help you find these. These are almost less than $30, and they actually go into the front sprocket, or they bolt onto where the bolts go in here where the sprocket slides onto, and that is going to save you thousands of dollars. And I work on so many bikes here. I work on everything from 1997, chain-driven Suzukis or Kawasaki's to 2019 Ninjas, Ducatis, Envy Agustas and all. And if I don't see one of these on when I do their chain and sprocket, or when I take the cover off to inspect their front sprockets, I tell the customer, I was like, look, just spend the $30. It's going to take a couple days to get here, but let's get this on there. That's going to save you in the long run. A lot of new bikes are coming with these already pre-built into the front sprocket cover, which is awesome. And it is phenomenal because you really need this. All right, guys? So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and start working on this. Again, we want to thank Cycle Gear. The main one here in Mobile, Alabama. We want to thank all Cycle Gears out there. But thank you, Kristen, for the chain and sprocket set. Tell your bosses thank you very much. Again, their number is 251-378-2885 here in Mobile, Alabama. They're right on I-65 Beltline on the west side of it between Cottage Hill and Government. If you guys have any questions, remember, submit your free entry, info@moto-techracing.com. Your name and contact info, your riding history, and why you should win this bike. The other thing is, please share this as much as possible everywhere, because we want to get this build out all over the U.S. so that we can get people in. I mean, we have about 60, 70 people so far that's entered into this contest. And we have 3 or 4 more months left. See, March, April, May, June, July. We only have 5 more months left on this thing, and we're going to get this thing built up and ready to go but we want to make sure that it is awesome. Stay tuned. We do have a Patreon page that's going to be going up, so that way everybody, if you guys want to get in on this build here and you want to help sponsor some of the parts and all, because we still need a gas tank, we need a gauge cluster, and we need an ECU for this bike. Those are the three main things that we need, other than the track plastic that we're hopefully getting here soon on there. Everything else, tires already donated. Everything else on this bike has already been done and donated on here. So there's really nothing else we're gonna need on there. So but hang out. If you guys wanna donate to this, please send me an email or call me at 251-264-9495 saying, hey, I got a tank, I got an ECU, I got a gauge cluster I wanna send you guys, and we'll actually do a video just for you on your donation there. Just like we did Cycle Gear, just like we did Rhino Power, and we did a couple other people so far. So stay tuned for the next video, and thank you again, Cycle Gear, and get your guys' entries in. Hope you guys have a great weekend, and happy Valentine's Day to everyone out there. Cheers.